What's going on, everybody? My name is Michael Weir, and this is my review for Loki, Episode 1 and Episode 2. They all dropped on Disney Plus already, and I'm excited to talk to you guys about it. There's going to be heavy spoilers in here because, well, these are available on Disney Plus, so I would assume if you're watching this, you're a fan of the show, and you're watching those. If you're not a fan of the show and you don't care, well, then you're not going to care about spoilers anyway. My point is, there's a spoiler disclaimer there. I'm going to talk about what happens in these episodes. Let's do it.
You can trust me.
Loki, I've studied almost every moment of your entire life. You've literally stabbed people in the back like 50 times.
Why never do it again?
And so, guys, Loki is the third Disney show that we've gotten this year, live-action Disney show, I should say, that we were promised this year, and we're actually getting. We got WandaVision toward the beginning of the year, then we got Falcon and Winter Soldier, and I'll tell you what, I loved the middle of WandaVision. I hated the beginning and how they wrapped it up. I loved pretty much the entire Falcon and Winter Soldier. The last episode kind of lackluster, but the rest of it was awesome. I'm not a huge fan of what they did with Falcon's suit. I'm very happy he's Captain America. I did not really like his suit at the end. I had a problem with the fact that he didn't have a helmet. How you gonna not have a helmet, bro? Like, stuff hits your head. Your head's not invincible. And I was a little upset that he didn't get the super soldier serum. And I get that they were trying to prove that you don't have to have it to become Captain America. But Captain America did. So you kind of have to have it. That's all I'm saying. And I did like what they did with US Agent at the very end. I'm glad he's going to be kind of like in and out. I hope he pops into like some Marvel movies as sort of a bad guy. Or maybe anti-hero. I don't know what they're doing with him. The point is, they gave him a redemption arc. And then they're like, he still might be evil. Moving on, let's talk about Loki. Guys, I'm excited about Loki because this is Tom Hiddleston. This is the Loki. This is the character we love. We saw him in Infinity War get killed by Thanos. He just, no more resurrections this time, threw him down, that was it. And then fast forward, we saw him in Endgame grab the cube after the events of Avengers 1, and he was gone. And we didn't know what happened to Loki. And we were like, oh, we're going to see Loki in the Loki show, but we didn't know what we were going to get. And oh my God, we got something fantastic so far. Now, maybe this is like Falcon and Winter Soldier, where it's starting on a high note and I'm going to regret it at the end. But as of right now, I am hooked. I am locked. I loved what I've seen. And what have I seen? Well, let's talk about what I've seen so far. The first of which is Infinity Stones. There's just a bunch of them. They're just sitting in a drawer from timelines that have been destroyed. So Loki definitely grabbed the time stone, right? I did see that right now. I've only seen the episode once, but Loki did definitely grab that time stone and put it in his pocket. So I'm wondering if they're going to find a way to get that time stone to Doctor Strange. That way he's got the Eye of Agamotto again. I don't know. Maybe they're not. Maybe I'm completely wrong. There's a lot of theories that go into these shows, and I try not to speculate too much because then I feel like I'm let down by my own, like, this is what I would do, but I don't work for Marvel, so this is what you get. We also get the incredibly awesome Owen Wilson in this show, and man, he is doing fantastic too. Although he looks kind of old, and I'm used to seeing him in Wedding Crashers, where I watch him on repeat.
It's the first quarter of the big game. You want to toss up a Hail Mary. I'd like to be pimps from Oakland or cowboys from Arizona, but it's not Halloween. Grow up, Peter Pan, Count Chocula.
And I love that he's trying to like find the good in Loki. He's trying to prove that Loki still has some redeeming qualities, and he's trying to find this variant that is Loki. They're saying another Loki from another timeline is running around and causing all of this trouble, killing their agents, and so they are using this Loki, who's out of his timeline, to help them fix things. Fast forward, I'm just going to go ahead and talk about it. In the end of episode 2, they're tracking this guy down, and they come down to it, and boom, hood comes off, and it's Lady Loki. That's out of nowhere. I'll be honest with you, I don't pay attention to the comics as much anymore, and I guess that was 2008, so not for a while. I didn't realize there was a Lady Loki, but sign me up. She was awesome. She's like, this isn't about you. This is Lady Loki. And then she dropped, it looked like bombs into a timeline. Now let's talk about that for a second. So is she destroying the main timeline? Is that what is she disrupting everything? Like, all of this is definitely leading up to the Multiverse of Madness, right? Doctor Strange's Multiverse of Madness. Like this, it looks like they're disrupting time, and the speculation could just go on because now we're talking about, could it have something to do with Spider-Man? We know all these villains are going to come in. We've heard speculation that Doctor Strange is going to be in Spider-Man. Is that going to lead into Multiverse of Madness? Like, what? My mind is blown already, and I just want to see more. And that is the great quality of a great show, is just, it makes you want more. You know, week over week with WandaVision, for most of the episodes, I was like, okay, well, See you next week. Whatever, cool. That was a half hour of my life. For Falcon and Winter Soldier, there were some episodes that I was like, oh man, I want to see the next episode. I can't wait to see how it gets to. But not all of them. But so far, both of these episodes of Loki have been like, oh, give me more. I love that they're an hour long each too. That's awesome. I love that you're getting all this information about Loki. You're getting all this stuff. And just Tom Hiddleston just putting on a show for you. And granted, it's a TV show, so that's what he's supposed to be doing. But man, he is doing a great job. I love him as Loki. I love everything about this so far. I also love that not everybody trusts Loki yet, and Loki's not one to be trusted. And then at the very end of the episode 2, Lady Loki goes through a portal after she causes a bunch of havoc in the timeline. She hops in a portal, and Loki's like, gotta go. And he hops in the timeline too, which means wherever he's going, he has his powers back. So now we should see some of that stuff from the previews we were seeing where he's flipping knives and doing his Loki thing. Plus now there won't be the whole, and something I was a little worried about was we were going to have to play the whole Loki versus Loki thing, and the bad Loki was going to take over the good Loki, and he was going to go hang out with Owen Wilson, and the viewer's going to know, but you're not going to know. Now that I know it's Lady Loki, I'm like, okay, we won't get any of that nonsense, but what are we going to get? Because she seems badass. There's things I'm leaving out of this, of course, because I'm just kind of rushing this. I'm talking about everything I love, but I really enjoyed this show so far, and there's 4 more episodes, which means there's 4 more hours. Like, there's 6 hours. That's like 3 2-hour movies. That's a lot of time, and nothing seems like filler yet. Everything seems important. Even the conversation Owen Wilson had with his superior earlier in episode 2, all of that seemed important. Nothing so far has felt like it didn't matter, and that's what I love about this show. So I have nothing but good things to say. Those are my thoughts, and I'm sure I'm leaving things out. I'm sure there's more things I want to say. After I'm done recording this, I'll be like, oh, I wish I had said more, but I'll save that for next week or maybe the week after. I kind of like covering 2 episodes at once. It's just easier. But anyway, guys, those are my thoughts on Loki, episode 1, episode 2. What are your thoughts? Have you seen them? Put that in the comment section down below. Let's talk about it. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do that. Finally, if you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and the share button, because that share goes to your friends, and then they can see this video and, get some hits on the channel. I would just appreciate it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.